Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll do the unboxing, installation and review of these component speakers from JBL. These are the newer Stage2 65CF launched earlier this year, and it replaces the previous model, the Stage2 604C. I bought this set from Mahabir Agencies, a very popular car accessory shop here in GP Road, Chennai for rupees 4,800. I've dealt with them before and it's a good shop. I will be installing these on my 2022 Honda Jazz. Now, I have already reviewed the JBL GTO 609C component speakers and the Alpine SPJ 161C2 coaxial speakers on my channel. If you're planning to buy a set of component or an entry-level coaxial speakers for your car, do check out those videos as well. So this is the box. The front shows all the bundled components in detail, the woofers, the tweeters and the crossovers. 720 watts of peak power, 90 watt RMS, 6.5 inch, 165 mm diameter speakers without the grill. At the rear, you have the detailed dimensions of the units, including the actual size of the woofers with the cutout and some of the standout features here, plus the importer sticker here, which gives the contents, month and year of manufacture, April 2025, country of origin, which is China, and the customer care email and the toll-free number. In one of the sides, right here, the contents inside the box, which we'll get to shortly, and the specifications: a rated power of 90 watt RMS, a maximum power of 720 watt, sensitivity 90 decibels, frequency responses from 60 hertz to 20 kilohertz, which is good for a set of entry-level component speakers. Okay, so that's about it. Let's go ahead and unbox the unit. So here are the contents: 2 woofers, 2 tweeters, 2 tweeter mounting pods, a set of fasteners, 2 crossover units, a flyer with a QR code for downloading the user manual, the warranty card. Warranty period is 1 year from the date of purchase. So here are the units up close. The woofer units have a polypropylene cone with a rubber surround and a conical dust cap. The conical dust cap makes it look really premium, unlike the usual spherical ones which we see in the woofers. It gets an 80 mm magnet, which is reasonable for a woofer of its size. And it gets a powder coated steel metal basket that you see here. Powder coating is very good and consistent in the quality. The mounting depth is 55 mm. And most cars today will have no problems accommodating these units in the door cards, even without a spacer. And if you're wondering how much the woofer weighs, it is approximately 580 grams. The tweeter gets a neodymium magnet at the rear with a plastic surround and a lovely powder coated metallic grill applique and the JBL logo. You also get these tweeter pods, which are used for securing the tweeter to the door's sail panel or the door card. So what you do is you use a hole saw like this to make a hole on the sail panel or on the door card. Insert this with the tweeter unit from the outside and use this as a nut to secure the unit from the inside. And that's what secures the tweeter unit to the panel. So you get 2 of these. Now the crossover units are rather interesting. They are unusually smaller than the conventional crossover units. Here's one in my palm for reference. They come with a large JBL logo, and compared to the crossovers bundled with other speakers, they come pre-wired, so you don't have any screw terminals. And okay, so for those who are not very well versed with audio systems, this crossover has a circuit that splits the incoming signal from your stock speaker to high and low frequencies. The tweeter handles the high frequencies, whereas the woofer handles the lower frequencies. Now, your stock speaker cables, they go to these bare leads here. It says speaker input. And the tweeter connects to these leads here, whereas the woofer goes to these leads here. Quite simple and straightforward, but I feel the cables could have been a wee bit longer, especially the tweeter and woofer output. They seem to be not very short, but you'll have to place the crossover circuit in the door in such a way that the lengths don't fall short. So please take care of that aspect. Now, the good thing about these crossover units are they are sealed units, and you have the cables coming out like these, and you do not have the exposed screw terminals. like the conventional crossover units with the cable lugs like these. The issue with the exposed ones is if you don't do proper weatherproofing, they are exposed to water ingress from rain and car washes, and it starts rusting. It rusts pretty badly to the extent that the crossover can go bad. Now take a look at these images sent by my friend Setu, who's using the GTO 609C on his Amaze. So all in all, the build quality is really good for an entry level or rather affordable set of component speakers. Good quality of the materials used. You don't see any exposed glue anywhere here. On the woofers, powder coating of the metal basket is also good, like I mentioned before. No inconsistencies there. And the plastic quality of these pods, they are good. And the crossover units, they also come in good enclosed plastic casings. So although it is an entry-level set of speakers, it does not scream cost cutting anywhere. So kudos to JBL for that. Plus you also get a set of fasteners for securing the woofer to the door. No decals or stickers are bundled with this unit. Guys, it's always a good idea to test the cutting of the hole using the hole saw on a piece of plastic to see if the tweeter pots fit in properly. So what I did was I took this threaded cap from a paint can's lid and cut the hole using the hole saw on the portable drill that you see here. And guess what? It fits properly. Check this out. So there you go. The tweeter pots fit in perfect. So now I know that this hole saw is the right one when I do the cutting on the door card. You do not want to end up with the wrong hole, especially if it's larger. You'll have to use an adapter piece, which will look really bad. So please keep this aspect in mind. So ensure that when you get a new set of speakers, you buy these rain guards to protect your speakers from water ingress. These plastic spacers will also help you when you have deeper speakers. There are speakers which are more bulkier, which have a heavier magnet, and even the steel basket is a little bulky. So when you install those speakers directly to your door, what happens is when you lower the window, it will intervene with the magnet and you will not be able to open the window completely. In such cases, you install these spacers because it adds about this thickness outside the door, and that will help you open the windows completely. Okay, so that is pretty much about these speakers in detail. Now let's go ahead and do the installation and see how well the speakers perform. All right, that's it for this one. In part 2 of this video, I'll take you through the complete step-by-step installation of the component speakers in my Honda Jazz. So don't miss it. So that'll be all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye and take care.